Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, your girl, Gigi the Glam Goddess. I'm back with another video. And this week, we're talking about something a little bit more intricate, okay? We're talking about how to respect trans women, okay? Now, I have been holding back on this video, holding back from doing this video for a long time, okay? But the Holy Spirit has given me confirmation to finally speak on it. So that's pretty much what I'm doing today. So before I start, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Go ahead and comment too. Say hey y'all, okay? And let's go ahead and get on into it, okay? All right. So, the first one, I got my handy dandy notebook. Y'all already know this. I ain't got to say this. Okay, so, first part I got, okay? Do not call us he, period, okay? Don't call us he to our face, like in our presence, and don't call us he behind our back, okay? So, let me go ahead and get on into this and what I mean. So, a lot of times, people just don't respect trans women in the way that they should. And I get it, it's fairly kind of new to society. So people are still really finding out about what transgender is. And so we get real confused in thinking that, you know, we grew up and thinking that, oh, these people just were a boy and they just want to be a girl. That's pretty much what society has taught us to believe. But being transgender is much more intricate than just waking up one day saying, hey, I want to be a girl. You don't choose what you want to be, okay? You just are. So by nature, by genetic, I am a transgendered woman. My brain is female and the body developed as male. Okay, that's what transgender is. We're not making this shit up. We're not being delusional. This is something that has been scientifically proven, and the only way to pretty much alleviate the gender dysphoria or to cure us, so to speak, is through hormones. Okay, hormone replacement therapy and surgeries and stuff like that, and etc. Okay, so being transgender is a real medical disorder. It's not just something that we're just fucking making up. So as people, we gotta understand that, you know, this is something serious. It's not something that you're choosing to be. Like, that's just like if somebody was born with five I'm about to say if somebody was born with five fingers, Jesus Christ. If someone was born with like one arm, okay, or no legs, if somebody was born that way, they can't help the fact that they were born that way, okay? And I hate that when people try to feel like, oh, well, God didn't, don't make no mistakes. Yes, you damn sure is right. He did not make mistakes. And being this way, it's blessings too. It's its curses, but it definitely has its blessings. It has its ups and it has its downs. Okay, so that's very important to know, is that this is a medical issue that is happening with us. We're not just making this shit up. All right, now. The second part for this video is, do not ask us about our bodies and do not touch us inappropriately. This is so important. I feel like sometimes being transgendered, people can often scrutinize your bodies by feeling like, oh, they can touch you, they can violate you in ways. Like, I had people just straight up, you know, go in my pants like, oh, how you get your butt like that, you know, or just come up and touch my breasts and just like ask me invasive questions and, oh, do you got the surgery? Like, I don't even know you, I'm just meeting you. And, you know, it's very fucking offensive, okay? This shit is very offensive. Like I said, this is somebody's medical disorder. This is somebody's medical situation. So you going and picking at somebody's medical situation and you picking them apart and trying to see how they got this and how they got that. You don't know what that person is insecure about, and you don't know their boundaries as a transgender person to say, hey, I have gender dysphoria, that and you're just touching me, you just fucking asking me certain personal questions, and you don't even know that certain shit I'm dealing with within my own self, because you just feel like, oh, it's no big deal. It is a big deal, because you don't know what another individual struggles with, okay, and struggles are, okay. This isn't a fucking game, okay. So please be aware of that, y'all. Now, the third tip for how to respect trans women: do not invalidate our womanhood. Okay? Do not say things like, you're a woman now. That can be a very offensive. Or, especially if somebody has been transitioned for years now, in document. Don't be quick to assume certain things about people's transition and what you think about them. I get it. Sometimes it can sound like you're validating them by saying, you're a woman now, but it can very much be very offensive, especially if somebody has already transitioned. Okay? So just be aware of that. Now, don't refer to us as men and, in casual conversation. Okay, so say for instance, right, you're hanging with a group of friends, right? And maybe somebody out of that group didn't know that you were transgender and found out along the lines in that night or whatever, and then they may ask you, like, hey, are you transgender too? And you say, oh no, I'm not a man. That is very offensive. You just pretty much called us men. Like, you just referred to us as men. Okay? It's very offensive. We're women. Okay? Yes, our challenges are different. But at the end of the day, we are women. And you have to be, you don't have to respect us. But if you want to be in our spaces and like me, I'm a makeup artist, I'm a hairstylist. If you want our services and you want to be friends with us and stuff like that, then you got to learn how to respect us. You don't have to, but if you want these things, then you need to abide by these guidelines so you're not offending people that work very fucking hard to become the people that they are. That's why it's so disrespectful, y'all, is because we, as transgender women especially, we work very hard mentally, emotionally, a lot of praying, a lot of crying, a lot of looking in the mirror and picking yourself apart, insecurity by insecurity. Like, we go through a lot of shit for y'all to sit up here and disrespect our human experience as women. It's disrespectful. Like, for somebody to literally go through surgeries and go through crying and praying and meditation, and for you to invalidate their womanhood by calling them men, is because for real, a lot of y'all, just be honest, y'all don't see us as women. And I get that. I get that a lot. That you may not see us as women because of the social upbringing, because you were taught that way through the Jerry Springer. Our generation, that a lot of us grew up in, has downplayed and trashed trans women. It trashed our image, where people don't think that we're real individuals, people that go to school and go to work and live and breathe and have jobs and have loved ones and stuff like that. Like, people forget that we have parents that raised us, that supported us. Like, everybody trans experience isn't the same. And even if it's different, you can't invalidate their human experience because you don't know what made that person like that. Okay? So we have, as people, be very aware of how you're fucking respecting trans women, because we go through a lot and you don't know where our mental might be. Okay, the suicide rate is high enough in our community. So I'm just letting y'all know that. All right. Now, the fourth part for this video: do not be extra with us because you think we're all like, we all like to be treated like that, or you think of us as drag queens. So when you see like a really pretty trans woman, you see one that's giving it, and you, yes, yes, oh my God, work. All of that shit is too fucking extra. It's too extra, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, I've been had when, you know, especially when I was younger, and you know, women would clock me and shit like that, and it was given. Like, I knew she clocked me because it was giving extra. Yes. Oh my God. Like, I was doing a damn drag show. Like, bitch, if you gonna do all that, you might as well go ahead and tip me, put some money up in this titty. Okay? But on a real ass note, y'all, like, don't do that extra shit. That extra shit can come off as very devaluing as a woman, because we know that you're not walking up to regular women saying, yes, bitch, yes. And that's just who you are as a person. But mainly women aren't greeting each other like that, especially when they don't know each other. Okay, we don't, as women, period, we're not doing that extra shit, especially as cis women. Y'all not doing that extra shit to each other. Okay, so don't do it to trans women. Treat us like how you would a regular bitch. Hey, girl, and keep it moving. All right, that's very important. Now, the fifth part for how to respect trans women. Get this out real quick because Jesus Christ, I'm fighting through. Okay, for one, y'all need to learn how to have empathy. If you're gonna, if you want to be friends with trans women and you want us in your life, just, you know, for whatever reason, you need to learn how to have empathy. Because like I said, we go through a lot of shit that it's like people really don't think, like, you don't know what that person is dealing with. Some of us aren't the most prettiest or passable or whatever y'all like to claim us, okay? But you gotta have empathy that that person is probably going through a lot of shit, okay? Just imagine the pressure as a woman alone. Fuck being transgender, right? Take yourself, okay, and put yourself in our shoes, okay? Well, let's just take that out. Let's just take the trans part out, period. Women, we deal with a lot of shit with how we gotta look, and, you know, the expectations of men, and, you know, the pressure of society that they just put on us, especially if you're a black woman, to be that strong black woman and to have your shit together. And it's so much pressure as us as just women. So then when you're adding trans on that, believe it or not, it's making that shit harder. Okay? It's making it harder. Our insecurities get way deep, deep. Okay? We're only a creator. Only the creator can heal you, can help you through those insecurities. Because you don't know what we deal with. You don't know the pain or the extent of the pain that we deal with being transgender. So start by having empathy. Now, we are not better than you, nor are you guys better than us. We learned how to destroy this, because we not fitting to be sitting here and putting women against women. Because that's what it is. You're just putting women against women. We're all women. Okay, regardless if you see it or not. I go out in society, ain't nobody knowing I'm transgender. I'm a woman, okay? So regardless if you respect that or not, at the end of the day, we're all women. So we need to learn how to respect each other as women and our struggles that we that we have as women. And yes, as trans women, we have different struggles, okay? But we have very similar struggles, okay? Like a lot of people think that, saying, oh, well, y'all can't have kids is not offensive, it's not hurting because you feel like, oh, well, like you don't know what nobody is dealing. That is a woman. You don't know what another woman is dealing with. The fact that she can't have kids or she can't give her man, her husband or whatever case might be, to bear children from. You don't know what type of pain that may cause a woman. Yes, she's transgender, but she is still a woman. She still feels that like another woman. Okay? You don't know what people go through. You don't know what they cry to God about. You don't know. Okay? So start by having empathy. All right? We all have our challenges as women. And yes, they're different. I already pretty much said that. Yeah, I pretty much already said that. So pretty much this is it for this video. I pretty much got everything off of my chest. I said everything. I hope that this video was very informative and that you guys learned a lot. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Okay, I'm trying to stop moving my hand so much. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment a purple heart. Okay, so just let me know that y'all watched all of this. That really means a lot to me, especially being so that the topic that it is. So do that. That means so much to me. And I'll see y'all next week. All right, bye.